A few moments of silence pass, and then you hear the clacking of a cane on hardwood, and you hear it slowly get louder and louder until the old woman appears at the door, opens it for you, and goes, "Ah, just the visitors I was expecting. You
It's
are,
nice to see you again.
yes, yes. Come in, come in. Would you like some tea?"
Yes, I
Okay.
love tea.
You guys notice on the inside of the warehouse, the floor is actually pretty much cleared apart. There is a very large cauldron. It's like a big pot of water. It's about 3.5 feet wide and about 3 feet tall. And it's being raised off the ground by these metal spikes on either side. That then there's a bar across that the cauldron's sitting in. You notice underneath it is a pile of stones and wood. Like it looks like you would use this to cook something in, but the wood is unlit and unburnt.
Is she gonna eat us?
You also notice that there is a smaller thing, it's very similar setup on a much smaller scale, a few feet away, and that has a small tea kettle like sitting on over an open flame. There are stones underneath the wood so that the wood that you guys are walking on doesn't burn. Um, you also notice that there is a small building within the building, kind of in the back corner, that looks like it's probably an office or something. If she lives here, it's possible her bed is or her stuff is in there. But other than that, it's a big, wide open area. Give me perception checks, everybody.
I think it's 13.
I don't see anything.
Nope.
It's dark in here. You guys are just.
Oh shit! 39,
December.
32.
Okay. December. I'm going to type something to you.
Oh. I tried
There's
to
so much
look.
pressure when we get individual messages.
Yeah, I tried to look for a spell book.
There's a Schneal.
What? There's a picture of Neal? Oh my
Yes.
god! There's a picture of Neal. I love this artwork. It's so nice.
Where's Schneal?
They made a little tyrant, and now they made a.
Hold on, I'm gonna put it in the Zoom.
It's
Okay.
a picture of Neal.
Schneal. Oh, look at poor little Schneal.
He's
scared
confused. He's confused.
Why
Cameron,
am I a sheep?
seriously, Cameron, seriously? I thought we were better friends than this.
He kind of looks like Neal.
A bolt of lightning hits Lily. She dies.
He looks like Neil. What kind of...
I'm just kidding.
I'm not.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't like being a sheep. I don't like it.
Okay,
Yeah.
Sounds just like a sheep.
so I tried to locate her spellbook.
You do not see her spellbook anywhere. If she has a spellbook in this building, it is probably in that small back room because everything else is like wide open and you would notice a book sitting somewhere. Anna, did you get that message I sent to you?
Yes, but
Cool.
I need clarification.
Oh, okay.
Damn. Lily is like staring into the wall.
All right. So the old woman starts hobbling towards the tea kettle and motions you guys over towards her.
I follow.
You don't notice any tea or cups or anything. You just see the pot of water. And she hunches over it for a moment. And you hear her like lifting the pot up off the spike that runs across. And she turns around and has 3 teacups in her left hand and the teapot in the right, and just pours the water into the teacups and then presents them to you. You have no idea where these teacups came from.
Did we already ask her what we should call her before?
If you did, you've long forgotten what to call her.
Then I ask her as she hands us the tea.
How do you
What
ask
should
her?
we call you, Madame?
No, I go by many names and have over the years. You may call me whatever you like.
Anything?
If that's what you wish to call me, I will respond to anything from now on.
What? May I call you Neal?
So be it, she says.
That's a lovely name.
Yeah, I feel like it fits you perfectly.
Thank you, Lady Neal. And I accept the tea.
I take the tea as well.
Okay. Neil proceeds to walk over to. I can't. The old woman then starts walking towards the large pot in the center of the room.
Grand Neal. Oh, that's good. That's good, ladies.
Yes, Grand Neal.
Very good.
It's much more feminine too.
Yeah, she walks over towards the pot in the center of the room and kind of snaps her fingers a few times, and you see a what once was a dark orb, but now it starts to slowly glow with light, positioned high in the ceiling. You guys didn't notice it before because it was pitch black up there, but it starts to glow with the soft light and illuminate the entire warehouse. And she looks at you, December, and says, "So you are interested to see what your what did you name him?
Varys.
Varys? Varys.
Oh, Varys.
You're interested to see
Varas.
what your Varys friend is doing these days, right?"
Yes.
She chuckles. "Are you sure you really want to know?
Lily is like replicating it. She's like,
What if he's with another woman? How would that make you feel?"
Should it make me feel something? December looks at Lily.
Oh no, just curious. Just interested to see how this newfound sense of decision making and responsibility goes with you.
Whenever the old lady laughs, December looks really like uneasy, but then whenever Lily laughs, she looks like she gets reassured, so she continues.
Okay. Well then, come closer, my children, come closer. And she reaches into her cloak that's around her and pulls out a handful of strange herbs and spices and starts waving them in front of her over the pot of water, which again, no fire underneath, and chanting some strange words while closing her eyes. And then she starts
I tried to remember them. I don't know if that works.
it's not going to work, no. And she starts breaking apart the herbs in her hand. They fall into the water, and the water starts to ripple and starts to boil a little bit. It's not giving off any heat or steam, but it looks like air bubbles are coming out from underneath it. And she proceeds to do this for 4 minutes with various different like herbs and things that she just like keeps pulling out of her cloak, like as if out of nowhere. And eventually the boiling kind of stops and the water gets very still. There's no scent to it at all. It's really strange. It's as if, I mean, you can smell the herbs when she's handing them about and they're quite strong and pungent, but as soon as they fall into the water, they disappear. They don't even float to the surface. They just fall in.
While she's doing that, December kind of like nudges Lily to the side a little bit and then points at the large circle that she noticed, which is encircling them around the room in the floor. Like points at it subtly.
Lily,
it is.
What does that mean to me? Because I'm a magic user. Does that mean anything?
You're pretty far away from it right now. You're about 20 feet, so you can't see it in very much detail, but there does look to be some sort of large circle that encompasses the center of the building.
But like as a magic user, that doesn't mean anything?
It could be decoration, or it could be a magic circle that you'd use for certain high-level spells. Usually like interplanar spells or conjuration spells.
At this point, I'm like laying back against the wall.
You're nowhere near the pot of water then, because that's like it's in the center, and the warehouse is like 60 feet wide. So if you're leaning against the wall, you're like way away from the rest of the party.
All right. Well, I'm a little outside, but I'm not peeking down. I'm just
okay. So you're a few feet away. Okay.
I'm unimpressed as well. I'm like.
All right. Okay. Where
16-year-old Faye doesn't give a crap.
Yeah.
December and Lily, where are you guys positioned?
I'm next to the pot.
I'm just like flanking her.
Okay. The water gets very still.
Behind her to be ready to back attack in case.
The water gets very still, and the old woman snaps her fingers again, and the light above her dims down to nothingness. And soon you see light coming from a very faint light coming from within the water itself, and you see pictures moving across the top of the water. It looks like a man is walking through a building. It's hard to tell what building it is, and you seem to be following with it. This looks like Varys. Longborn. He is seemingly talking to somebody, but you can't hear any of the words that are said. The person that he's talking to is armed in plate mail that has complex patterns embroidered on the chest, a long cloak, and a sword with a long hilt and like a ring around the hilt. It's very distinctive. It looks very ceremonial or something.
I tried to take note of the patterns on his armor.
Okay.
Sorry, I was distracted very momentarily by Stephanie sending me fan art of Graniel.
Oh,
So
my
I
God.
heard
Not
the
already.
last part of that.
Already.
It's pretty beautiful.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yes.
So if you're watching this on YouTube, you should probably journey over to the Misscliks subreddit and
Oh,
check this
who
out.
did that?
Ergo.
Ergo.
Ergo, you're a star.
We love you,
We were
Ergo.
friends, man. We were friends.
It's okay, now you're friends with us even more, except me. I'm
All
sure
right.
the chat loves you.
So I heard the part about the guy with the ceremonial armor and the engravings and stuff, but I
He's
didn't hear the
walking
part
next to Varys, and they seem to be engaged in a conversation, but you can't hear any of the words being said. Faye, you're a few feet away, so you can't really see much. You can't actually see anything. All you see is their faces, ever so slightly illuminated by the light coming from within the pot.
Okay.
December,
Can I
like,
get actually a perception check from December and what's your name, Lily?
Really.
Ugh.
December. It's all on
Yes.
you. It's all on you, December.
Okay. Cool.
1 point away, baby.
What do you guys do?
well, I was behind Lily, and so once I saw Varys, I'm like, I almost can't help myself. I'm like compelled to like go over and lean. I'm like fingers on the side of the pot, like leaning over, trying to see better. Like I'm trying to listen and see.
Careful,
if I can hear.
dearie. You don't want to fall in. You might drown.
It's okay, she knows how to swim.
December nods happily and keeps leaning over.
Okay. They walk from one room to another. The man with the complicated armor gives a very curt and stiff bow and proceeds to walk out. You notice he's actually a really tall person. How tall did you say Varys was? I don't think you ever physically described him.
I did not.
Okay.
He is. How tall am I? I'm 5'4". He's 5'11".
Okay. Yeah, this guy kind of, I don't want to say towers over him, but is a good like 6 inches taller than he is.
He's not that tall. He's actually 5'9".
All right, so then he's a good 7 or 8 inches taller than him.
Okay.
This guy's much bigger than Varys. So the man with the ceremonial armor and sword bows and kind of steps away. And Varys walks back into a room. It's indoors, but it doesn't look like the same kind of throne palace setting that you saw before. This looks more like an abandoned building. It's hard to tell what, but it's mostly made out of stone. And he walks into a bedroom, which just has a very, very basic bed and table next to it, and like flumps down in bed, looking like he's exasperated or annoyed at something, and just kicks back and puts his hands behind his head and crosses his legs on the bed.
December looks at Graniel and's like, "Where is this?"
It is. That's an interesting question. It's probably not worth trying to explain the details, but it is far away, farther away than you would ever be able to reach.
December like reaches out as if to like try and see how far away it is, and like puts her fingertips in the water like to test it.
She said
Like
don't
on top of the water, or like actually put your hand in the water.
Like this, like in the water, not like hovering over, but like like trying to
I
touch it.
try to stop her from touching the water.
No, she touches the water well before that you can stop her.
How does it taste?
I need you to make me a saving throw versus spell. Way to go, December. Give me a saving throw versus spell. This was not how I expected this.
I was just trying to roleplay.
I know, I know.
What's a saving throw versus spell?
On your character sheet, on the left side, on the front page, kind of near the bottom left corner, there is a set of saving throws. One of them is called spell. You want to roll that number or higher on a
I
d20.
prepare my
Or else what happened?
You don't know.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
What is your saving throw, December?
13.
Okay. 3. All right. You guys see December, reach for it, and the old woman's kind of like giving her normal chuckle. And as soon as December's fingers actually like descend into the water, not just like rest on the surface, you see her face kind of twist and distort, and her entire body gets sucked down into the water without a single ripple on the surface. December is gone.
What?
Hold on. It's fine. You're just not in the room right now. I'll let you know what happens to you separately.
But I wasn't like dipping my
You know what? No,
hand
you
in it.
no,
I
you
was
dipped
just,
your
like-
fingers in. I told you dipped your fingers in. That's how the game works.
I start to run and I dive in.
What the fuck?
Faye, give me a saving throw versus spell.
I tried to stop Faye. Can I try to stop her because she was far away?
Probably, I guess.
Can I try, Neil?
Give me a an initiative check. No, give me a. How do
I'm
we?
like nervous laughing.
Give me opposed dexterity check. So both of you make a dexterity check, but I want to give Faye a +5 because you acted first.
D20 plus 15.
Plus
27!
Oh shit, I forgot the. Wait. Okay.
Oh my god.
No. You need the D in front of the 20.
Yeah, I did it again. Wait, okay. Roll D20 plus 17 plus 5. Oh my god, I'm struggling. 28.
Oh, she beats you. Lily, you reach out just 1 second too late, and Faye jumps into the water. Faye, give me a saving throw versus spell.
God, I hope she...
So I just do D20, that's
Just
it?
a flat D20.
My spell is 13. 14.
Alright, you want to... nope. Faye jumps towards it, and she just like gets sucked into it. And again, the surface has no ripples. And the old woman, Grand Neal, is... The young kids are so foolish these days, aren't they?
What did they do?
You're not like them, though. You're staying here with me, aren't you? She says, and her eyes get wide.
But those are my friends.
Well, they were your friends. You will never see them again.
What?
Come with me. Come with me. And she starts hobbling towards the small building in the back of the
I
room.
jump in the pool thing.
We go.
Give me a saving throw spell.
All for one and one for all.
We ride or die together, dude.
Saving throw versus spell.
He wouldn't just make us be dead by jumping.
No,
in the
there's
pool.
no
way.
There's
There's
no
no way.
Saving throw versus spell.
Oh my god, she's gonna hate me. I love this woman. Just D20?
Just a flat D20.
God.
What's your
Really?
What's your saving throw versus spell, Lily?
Oh no. Oh, it's 10. Fuck.
All right, you pass. No, you pass. You pass. You're good.
In the water, I'm like, what shit?
No, you two are sucked into the water.
Oh, well,
I can't believe you guys did that. What the? There goes today's adventure. Why? She told you not to touch it, December. She said don't touch the water. She told you.
I didn't even hear her say don't touch it.
She said you were gonna drown. She said you were gonna drown.
Yeah, but I wasn't gonna fall in. I was just lovingly caressing.
Well, whatever. No, you said you stuck your fingers inside the water. We established that.
God, I wanted a spell from the lady.
December and Faye, you have both. Actually, I want you guys to give me a. Oh God, where to go?
Okay, at least we're not dead. He's having us roll something. We're not dead.
Yeah, you guys aren't dead.
There's no way we were dead.
No,
You know what? Some of those things will kill you that quickly. There are some things in game which will it's saving throw over spell or die. Okay, just looking some stuff up real quick, like.
Quick lag, Granil.
Hey, in my old age, it's hard to find things. I'm always losing them. This is not what I expected. Okay, I need you guys to give me a roll of December and Faye. You each need to roll me 5d6.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, that is weird. I don't like it.
Radiant damage? Shit, that's a lot. Oh, how much HP do you have? You're fine.
Okay, December, you age 12 years. Faye, you age 14 years.
What the fuck?
Oh my god!
Faye, you are now 30. December, I have no idea how old you are.
I was 26 when we started, but I think I might have had a birthday.
Yeah, well, you've had a birthday since then, so you were 27 plus 12, so you're 41.
Is that like older or younger in half-elf years?
Half-elves are basically humans that live for another 50 years, so it's, you know, like 30s for a human.
Oh my god, man.
Is
And
it
I'm
like
not the same?
What?
Is it like 30
I'm
years
still the
old?
same?
You
Yeah.
don't age?
Yeah, Lily, you don't age at all. You're fine.
Motherfucker!
So is it like I'm 30 physically? Or I'm
Physically,
30
yes.
mentally
30
as well?
physically.
So I'm
I
the
don't
same
even-
person, no experience, but I'm just 30 physically?
Yes. You've just skipped the last 16 years of your life.
I don't even know how to roleplay this. I have no idea how to be 41-year-old
You're the same.
December.
No, but you're the same person.
You're the same person.
Your
just
brain didn't
physically
change.
Older.
Where are we standing?
Oh, 39, 41, whatever. I can't math right now. Give me Dex. Does anyone have tumbling as a proficiency? Probably only December if she has it.
Yes, I do.
I do as well. 17.
You both have tumbling?
Yeah, both
I
17.
don't even know what it
I
means,
don't
so I'm
have it.
googling it right now.
It's like gymnastics.
It's
Yeah.
like a...
All right. Those of you with tumbling, give me a tumbling proficiency check. That's a d20 plus whatever your tumbling skill is.
Apparently, I'm sick at tumbling.
Sweet. And December.
I'm gonna do that all the time now. Faye's like, I discovered I can tumble. And she's
All right,
like,
you two land
we got
fine.
magic.
You fall to the
Nice.
ground. You fall from the height of a ceiling, but you manage to catch yourself in a roll and take no damage. Lily, you take. Well, I'll let you roll it. You take
What if
d6 damage. Lily.
But I fall after them. Couldn't I fall on them?
No, not in this case.
So I just take these
Thanks.
You take flat d6 damage.
Okay.
Jen's like,
I'm
can
glad
just
if
use
you had
that
fallen on them,
because I
they
fall.
would have taken the same damage too. So.
Haven't you learned, Jen, that you shouldn't have people fall on each other?
Maybe Faye could have catch me.
Roll d6.
Yeah.
Roll it.
Roll it. I thought.
Remember what happened last time you tried to catch a falling person?
Oh, fuck.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I was saying.
Exactly.
Alright, well, I'm at 15 hit points.
All right, and this is well. We'll just go one step further. You guys look up and you see Varys in the middle of putting his plate mail on, staring at you guys, going.
December just completely freezes. Like, doesn't move at all. Completely motionless.
And let's take our first break right there. So we'll see you guys in 3 to 5 minutes, I guess, or something like that. I don't know. See you guys soon. Bye bye. Wait, bye bye.